All right, so we have the Fool. Yes, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, trying to start something new. And Three of Coins. This is enterprise time, new partnerships. So I feel like you guys are really trying to do something big, something new. So I'm very, very excited for that. Let's look at the foundation. What has y'all feeling so renewed and restored? Wow. Not going to take a lot. Take all of these rather. All right, let's see here. Let's reshuffle. I did see the Star card. Let's see if the Star card pops back up. All right, here we go. We have the King of Swords. All right, so a lot of you, yes, this is very strong energy. A lot of you are very, very empowered here, very, very ambitious. The Hermit, okay, going within. And then we have the Fountain card. All right, so this is very, very deep, Scorpio. All right, so number one, when we are talking about you know, trying to start something new, some of you, this is like an enterprise, like this is new partnership, this is a new project, this is entrepreneurship. I feel like you guys, this is like, this King of Swords is like the boss. Okay, now this is for male or female. I feel like y'all is on like some boss shit here. Like you guys are very, very focused on bringing some things to the table. You guys are very, very ambitious. Okay, I mean, and you're relying on logic to win the game of life. Like, I feel like I'm hearing all I do is win, win, win. Like, you guys are really trying to win at this game of life. Now, one of the things that I'm seeing that you guys recognize that is so important is the Hermit. This is like having some time alone to really, really go deep within. Now, some of you have been put in this position. Some of you have had people that have always been around you no longer there. They're no longer interested in being there. Some of them might be surprisingly unavailable or attacking you, not wanting to be around there like they used to be for you. But this is good. This is a good thing because this is what's needed. This will allow you to be pushed into this ambitious cycle of making something happen. Now, I also see the Fountain here. The Fountain card has showed up so many times so far, and I think I'm only like in reading number 5, and I think it's popped up 4 times already, okay? Which is very rare that this does. This is understanding what your purpose here is on this earth, how you interact with other people, what people are bringing to you, what value you bring to yourself and other people, that sort of thing. Like, this is very, very deep. So it's like you're very ambitious to start again. You're having this leap of faith. You really want to build something for yourself, this empire, this partnership, but at the same time, you understand, or you're going to be put in a predicament where you have to be alone because you have to figure yourself out, Scorpio. All right. This is a part of the journey. All right. This is how we build this, this enterprise here. Okay. This is how we start again. This is the risk that we need to take. It is Judgment Day for a lot of us, and it starts with us. It starts with inside. Okay, let's see. What needs to happen in this situation? What is the best case scenario? What needs to happen, Spirit? What is needed? Okay. Yes, we have the Moon. All right, so some things need to come to light. All right, so this is why we are seeing this Hermit, okay, because the Hermit, if you think about the traditional image of the Hermit, it's the guy with like the hooded cloak, and then he's holding like the little caged, I don't know if it's like there's light inside of that little cage that he is holding. It's either light or it's something that's illuminating light. Okay. Now it's like so many things come to light, okay? Light, light, light 3 times. If you look at this here, because even with the fountain, this is your own light. So there's some light that needs to be shed. Your own light needs to come forward. And altogether, the moon is talking about hidden things, hidden feelings. Some things need to come to light, Scorpio, okay? And I feel like these are things, like inner things. Some of these things you might not be proud of, but they have to be acknowledged in order for you to start again, okay? Because those old cycles need to come to an end. Some of these things are very beautiful about yourself that are hidden. So good, bad, ugly, and indifferent, all of these things need to come up and out. Now, we also see the Chariot. Yeah, in order for you to move forward, this is what's needed, all right? Justice. Justice needs to be served. For some of you, like I said, there are some things that might come back around that are very karmic, okay? Certain situations, certain things that you may not be proud of have to come back around in order for you to understand the importance of why you did that, why you felt this way, what drove you to respond in certain ways, to never do them again, or just as learning lessons. And then the 9 of Cups, this ultimately is going to bring you, you know, happiness, okay? But you have to, in order to get out of the darkness, you have to go into the darkness, find the light, uncover all of the dark things, and bring your own light to the table, Scorpio. This is what I'm seeing here. All right, what is the outside influences here when it comes to Scorpio? Outside influence. Yeah, the truth will set you free is what I'm hearing. So, all right. Wow, okay. So we have the Devil card, okay, as outside influence. We have the Sun card. Whew, we have the Lovers. I'm taking all of these. Knight of Wands, and we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is what I see here. All right, so the Devil. All right, so for some of you, this is either certain addictions. For some of you, and this could be, you know, drinking, smoking, any type of drug. This could be shopping, sex addictions, anything that's over access that has posed a certain type of restriction or problem in your life, something that you're very dependent on. This could also be a person. It's an outside influence. This could be a person, regardless of whatever this addiction or codependency is. This toxic energy has been something that has made you feel happy, okay? Because why do we get addicted to anything? There's some type of happiness, you know, even though it's toxic. When we talk about codependency with people, a lot of times it's people that we love, we enjoy being around, but there's something about the situation or the person that is very toxic. Same thing when it comes to any form of, you know, drugs or addiction or anything. You know, it does make us happy. So there is this codependency. For a lot of you, I feel like there's a codependency with a particular person. And yes, it does make you happy. Now, the Lover card comes out. This is a love decision. Okay, so it's almost like, yeah, I understand that this person, the situation makes you happy, but you have to make a decision and you have to take action. Okay, with the King of Wands, you have to take action because, with the Ace of Cups, you have to be able to give and receive true love here. All right, so something here, I feel like the outside influence is something toxic, but something that has, you know, caused you to feel very happy. You need to make a decision. There needs to be action because ultimately, this flow of big cup of love, this flow of overabundance in love is trying to come in and can't come in if you've been operating in codependency in any type of way. Okay, it's hindering you, and this is some of the things that you have to go into hermit mode about and have to address with yourself and bring to light. Okay, bring to light and step away from, because you have to bring some justice to this. Okay. And you're trying to start over, right? You're trying to start over, in new partnerships. This could be doing the things that you love. But I feel like for majority of you, this is pertaining to love connections, a love relationship, okay? But again, however it resonates for you. Let's look at the outcome. Okay. Yes, 5 of coins. All right, some of you are feeling or are going to feel rejected. And I feel like this is because you're in hermit mode. Like I said, some of you are in the 5 of coins position, feeling left out in the cold, feeling rejected because this hermit mode was not anything that you did on your own. You were placed there. People put you in this isolated spot, okay? You were isolated is what I'm hearing. So as your outcome with the 5 of coins, I don't think that you're going to understand that this isolation is good for you. So for some of you, it's like you're feeling like, or gonna feel like you're being rejected. Okay, or feeling like you have no resources. All right, yeah, we have this Tower moment. So there is going to be something that's said or done here in the future, if it hasn't already, that is going to make you feel like you are being isolated. You're being, some of you I'm hearing, evicted. Okay, you will be evicted. All right, if you look at this card, you know this person is ousted out of the Tower. This person has nowhere to go. So for whoever this is, some of you, there was a breakup and you were the one that had to go. Okay, you were actively evicted. Okay, I know that this feels like rejection. I know that this feels like I have no place to go, you know, but there was this codependency here on this person, in this situation, in this relationship, and you feel like you don't have the resources that you had before. You don't have the support. You don't have the home. But Spirit says this is all for a reason. This is all for a reason. And it's to get this. It's to get back to this fountain, to understand yourself. Some of you got very lost in this codependency. Some of you, it did have to do with addictions. And it was like you chose the addiction over other people. This is how they're feeling. If you've never had an addiction, you don't really understand what you're doing when you're addicted. It's like it's very hard to overcome. But so these people are like, you know what, I feel like you chose this addiction. You've done this thing time and time again. You know, if it's a sex addiction, or you are someone that is tied to someone outside of a relationship that you're currently in, and you just keep going back to this person, there could be some type of sexual connection. I'm feeling that somebody did get evicted because this came to light. Okay. But this is the overall outcome. Okay. 6 of Swords. It's time to move on. Okay, some of you, I feel like, again, you do feel like the victim. Okay, but remember I said some of you with this Justice card, this is either karma because of certain situations that you placed yourself in, and some of this is actually working in your favor because it's time for you to start over. Okay, now the 5 of Cups. Yeah, this is guilt. Some of you feel guilty about some of the things that you've done, or some of you are leaving me and you feel like you deserve an apology. You feel like you've lost everything, and there's so many different messages that are coming through. 2 of Wands. Either way, there needs to be some real set of action. You need to decide to make some action here. You can't stay in this victim role here. 8 of Cups. It's like, yeah, you have to depart. I'm seeing this time and time again. So yeah, someone may have left from you, or you need to leave from something, but it's like you have to make the action to move away from this. As much as you want to hold on to this, you have to. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, there needs to be some action here. Once again, you need to be very motivated by this. And 5 of Swords. So for some of you, what I'm hearing is that some of you are a little reluctant to move on because you feel like you almost want this person to feel bad, okay, about their decision, leaving you out in the cold. So it's like you want this apology from them. You want this person, it's almost like you're trying to manipulate this in a way of, don't you feel bad for me? Don't you know all of what we've built? This type of thing. Why would you want to throw all this away? Look at what you're doing to me. That sort of thing. And it's like, you know, this is not the type of stance that you need to take. You need to understand that for some of you, this is, you know, where you are because of certain things that you have done. Some of this is needed because this person is possibly not for you, or this is just, you know, it was a situation for a season. But you need to be very ambitious to walk away here. You need to take some action and decide not to either, don't stay around and get bullied or be bullied. Okay? Don't be the bully and don't stick around and be bullied. Okay? Don't be the victimizer and don't play the victim. Just go ahead, because there was a situation that you went through, you learned from it. Hopefully you will learn from it. But with you sticking in there and feeling rejected and waiting for someone to apologize and all of that, this is not going to promote this moving forward, and you're not going to be able to build this enterprise. Now, I'm hearing for some of you, well, I wanted to build this with this person and I wanted, okay, I understand that, but when it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out for a reason. Either this person wasn't meant for you, this situation wasn't meant for you, wasn't meant for you right now. Whatever the case is, this should not be the focus, okay? You need to be the focus in looking at what it is that you need to look at, and be very ambitious about looking within, learning what you really want and really need and why you're here. Uncovering these truths, shedding some light on everything that has gone on, and really bring some justice to the situation. I mean, it might be a jagged little pill when it comes to certain things that you may have encountered, participated in, orchestrated, that sort of thing. Or it could be the things that you've allowed others to do to you. Either way, don't play the victim and don't be the victimizer. Just understand that this didn't work out for a reason, and let's move on, because your new life is waiting, okay? Your new life is waiting. Focus on your inner, not on what is happening. Focus on who you are, what value you bring to the table, sensitivity, okay? You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings, okay? So, yeah, you are super, super duper sensitive right now, Scorpio, and that's because some of you are either being isolated from people are changing around you, or you're starting to really understand certain things about yourself and people, so you're super sensitive. So yes, understand and honor yourself and your feelings, but just try not to, you know, be offended and start to offend people, and don't be the victim and then turn into the victimizer, or vice versa. I'm just hearing like, let this go, let this be a learning lesson, and move forward. And I know it's like, for some of you, this is very difficult, but there's something trying to manifest here, and it cannot truly manifest unless you take action in a positive way. And I'm hearing, just let it go. That's what I'm hearing. But let's get, I'm calling all spirit guides and loved ones that have passed on, angels. Yes, let's see what this overall message is pertaining to the situation. It says, dearest you, a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. in this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and saying. Stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your own map. Let it. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so much. Absolutely. This is exactly what we're talking about here. This is very perfect. This is this tower. This is that foundation that things were built on, and it was shaky and it needed to come down. And it says a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds. Okay. Yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Okay. You have to be flexible here. Like I said, I know that you want this outcome, this specific outcome, but it says here that you'd have to be very flexible and compromise. You know, the universe has something else for you, Scorpio, in mind.